across Australia. It's radio. This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
Good evening, Australia. It's a Thursday night and we want to know, did you let the intrusive thought win? We all have them, but sometimes they just take over our body and we act on them. That's what happened in State of Origin last night for Team New South Wales. There was a trainer who should not be anywhere near the ball who kicked it away. The ref was having none of it.
If you do that again, you will not come back on.
Eddie Farrell, one of the New South Wales trainers, warned there by the referee for coming onto the field at a scrum.
And just getting booed by half the stadium.
But that's the thing. Would have walked on, seen the ball and gone, oh, just a little kick.
I get, and especially with kicking, like I had one, this is going back like a year now. I was at the supermarket and someone was just in the fruit and veg section and they sort of knocked an apple and the apple fell onto the ground. And I just sort of caught it on the volley and just put my laces through it and just booted it. And I was like so embarrassed and went and picked it up. And I sort of just put it in my trolley. I was like, I'll pay for that. I didn't. But
Okay.
It's just sort of it sort of bobbled, and I just don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking.
Wow.
We had a kid on the school bus in high school who grabbed the hammer and smashed the emergency window.
Oh my god.
And everyone's had that thought.
I've thought that
Everyone
so much.
has had that thought.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, how does that little hammer
Would it
smash that
smash it?
big window? How hard do you reckon you'd have to hit it? And he's just gone, yeah, why not?
13 24 10. Did you let the intrusive thought win? Our favourite caller tonight will walk away with a year's subscription to KO.
If you get on air as well, every caller tonight goes in the draw to win a $2,500 laptop. The winner will be drawn at the end of tonight's show, all thanks to Harvey Norman.
I hope you don't snap it as soon as you get it, because that is sometimes an intrusive thought. You just look at a laptop and you're like, crap.
Yes, you want to open it and then keep going.
Just keep going. Just see what happens. Don't do that.
Have they made one that can do that? Because that would be great if you can just go all the way around.
Hey, if any laptop could, it'd be the Snapdragon at Harvey Norman.
Oh, yeah.
Also, don't try and do that and then go back to Harvey Norman and say, hey, my thing snapped, because the guy in the radio said, don't try. Danny in Sydney, what was your intrusive thought?
My intrusive thought, I was hanging out with my mates at high school and we'll have a bit of a rumble on a wet weather day and saw the fire extinguisher and thought, it'd be fun to spray my mates with the fire extinguisher.
That is fun.
Ended up getting a mate in the eye and she needed to go to hospital.
Oh.
She still reminds me about it to this day. Yeah, wasn't a great one.
It's a good one, though, because everyone's seen the fire extinguisher. Everyone's wanted to let it off.
Dude, especially obviously, rightfully, they're in the corner of classrooms and that sort of stuff, but there's always a ratbag kid who's spraying someone with that thing. And you didn't have that?
No,
Belle, your school is just so different. I reckon Ben's school, they would have been actually throwing the fire extinguishers through windows. At least mine were just spraying them. And I always found it weird. The ones at my school, less foamy, more watery. I think there's different types.
Yeah, one's like electrical fires, the other one's like wood fires.
I reckon we had the cheap one. Because I was like, what's this really doing?
Luke in Brizzy, what was your intrusive thought?
Yeah, hey guys. When I was in my student days, I was in a share house. There was about 7 of us in the house, and I had an altercation with one of the guys that was living there, who happened to be the landlord's son, and it was something about dirty dishes or something like that. And the next morning, she comes round and had a go at me for having an argument with her son, and I told her to stop breastfeeding her 19-year-old son, and I got kicked out that day.
Yeah, I mean, that'll happen.
That's just you. I think that's you just saying something mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've called through for sick burn. 13 24 10. Did you give someone a sick burn? No, we just want intrusive thoughts. Something's popped into your head and you've just acted on it,
13 24 10 is our number. Did you let the intrusive thought win?
I had one the other day, actually. I just remembered. But I didn't act on it because I'm a good person. I crossed a person walking the opposite way from me on the footpath, and they were holding they'd just picked up a big birthday cake that they were clearly taking to a party. And the intrusive thought there is, can I just reach over and flip it? And
But you didn't.
But I didn't.
So we only want people who acted on them.
I'll show myself out. I apologise.
Belle.
I apologise.
The door is there. But thank you.
Dougie in Brizzy, hopefully you acted on your intrusive thought. What happened?
Hey, I've got a pretty bad reputation with just doing spontaneous things, especially with fire equipment like yourself, but I've got one better, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
So in high school, I was upstairs. You know those big fire hose reels on the side of buildings?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
classics.
Yeah, anyway, so I was just standing there with a mate. We're just waiting for class to start. And I've just grabbed this hose, and I've just been wanting to turn it all, year, basically, every time I've seen one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was staring at it. A mate of mine goes, "Oh, don't worry. You've got to turn the valve first to initiate the water to come through."
Yeah.
And I looked at it. I'm like, nah, I don't believe you. I reckon if I turn this thing, I'm going to get hit. So anyway, I decided I'm going to do it anyway. Put it over my shoulder, but at least not staring down it. Turned it on, and then at the exact moment, a teacher was walking past, and I absolutely annihilated the teacher square in the face.
Oh, no.
In front of all the students and everything. Yeah, full in the face.
And that's a high-pressure hose because that's supposed to be putting out fires on nearby buildings.
How did the teacher go?
Off. Classes took off and absolutely drowned. She was not happy.
Oh, that's
I don't imagine so.
Dougie.
You could have taken her eye out.
This is exactly that. Dougie is the naughty kid that I was talking about. There's some kid called Dougie in your class, and if there's fire equipment there, they're going to spray it. They're going to do it. Jimmy in Brizzy, you let your intrusive thought win also. What happened?
Some good fun on a farm. Me and a mate used to look after some chicken coops, and, obviously you roll around with an air rifle to take care of the nasties, and he was just bending over one day. I saw that big bright ass staring at me. I just went, oh, yeah, bang, just pinged him straight away. Didn't think twice.
So you pushed his face into chicken poo?
No,
that's he shot him in the arse.
He shot his mate in the arse with an air rifle.
Oh, I missed the rifle bit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, Jimmy.
Belle, we told you 2 minutes ago. The door is there.
Shut up.
Thanks, Jimmy.
The Ben, Liam and Bell Podcast.
Gorey Stories.
13 24 10 is our number. You give us a buzz if you have a gory story. You will be rewarded with a prize.
Yep, every caller on the air this whole week actually is with the chance to win a laptop at the end of the show. So our favourite caller tonight will win a laptop worth over $2,000.
Now, if this is your first time listening and you're wondering what a gory story is, this is an example.
We were sparring, fighting, hear a yell, look over. One of the women, she hasn't kept her fingers tight enough together in her guard hand, and one of them just popped out of the flesh socket like thrown in the air.
If you've got one just like that, 13 24 10, we'll kick it off tonight with Cardia. Good evening. Tell us your gory story.
So my husband and his mates were playing basketball very drunk, and he tried to dunk the ball on a metal basketball ring, and he degloved his middle finger.
It's the word degloved. We have that word so often in gory stories.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And I originally laughed when he was like, ow, ow, because he doesn't hurt himself usually. He's not clumsy. I am. And then I saw blood and I fainted.
Yeah, well, he degloved himself.
It's a good way to go from hero to zero pretty quick because you're like, whoa, he's dunking it. That's sick, dude. Ah! And then you deglove your finger.
Yeah, exactly right.
Rach in Sydney, what's yours?
Yeah, hi. I was quite a few years ago. I was out the front of my work one day, and the guy that lived over the road was in his yard using his circular saw. I don't know how he managed to, but he sawed through the top of his thigh with a circular saw. He's hobbled out the front of his work to sort of get us to notice, so we had to sort of help him get up on the back of his ute and apply the towel and everything. And when we looked at it, it was quite right down to the bone and really gross and all that fatty stuff and all the rest of it. But once the ambulance had come to take him to the hospital, actually before he went to the hospital, he asked me to go and put his circular saw away. So when I went and grabbed it to put it away, it still had a lot of flesh hanging off it. And it was very bloody and really, really.
Just scrape that off for us and put it in the shed.
That's like in horror films.
I like a man that keeps a clean shed, though. You know, getting moved off to the ambulance. Just make sure you put that away, tie the cord around it.
Yep. It's back left if you can. Yep, just under the power drill.
Get the compressor, just blow it off.
Just blow it off. Yeah, you don't want any nasties in it.
Thanks so much, Rach. Rob in Sydney, tell us your gory story.
Hello. Yeah. I used to work on a printing machine. Had 1-ton rollers in it. We were cleaning the rollers, and the guy got his sleeve caught in it, and then started dragging him in. So I grabbed hold of the back of him and ripped his shirt off, but his arm pretty much detached. And started spurting blood everywhere. He actually had an amputation. He actually survived, but he survived. But yeah, we had to.
I thought you were going to say, the roller got his shirt. I saved him just in time. And I was going to go, wow, imagine if he lost his arm.
That just runs that's a real work safe kind of ad kind of vibe.
Yeah,
that is. Wow, Rob. Oh well, I'm sorry you had to witness that. All right.
He sounded all right, though, didn't he?
Anonymous in Brisbane. Good evening. What's your gory story?
Hi. It was my birthday, and after a few drinks, my ex-husband, thought it was a good idea to wrap a sparkler around his penis and sing "Happy Birthday" to me.
Wrap a sparkler?
Yes, and of course, you can't blow out sparklers, can you?
No, you can't. You cannot. That is the thing about sparklers.
So he ended up getting third-degree burns.
Yeah.
So there was no sexy time after that, and we had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. And then you divorced, so that's how it goes.
Just the windmill with the sparkly on it. Shh, look, I'm writing "Happy Birthday" in the sky.
That is why we love gory stories. If you ever have one, 13 24 10. Everybody who got on air there is also in the draw tonight to win a brand new Asus Snapdragon laptop, all thanks to Harvey Norman.
You're listening to Len, BM and Lel. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
A very, very easy game, 13 24 10 if you'd like to play. We will give you 2 topics. You've just got to tell us which out of the 2 topics has more average monthly Googles. Nicole in Brisbane, you're kicking us off tonight.
Woohoo! I can't believe I'm through.
Whoa, bringing the vibe.
Someone wants that Snapdragon laptop thanks to our friends at Harvey Norman, I think.
Oh, dream come true.
Oh, bless you, Nicole. I love your vibe. All right, well, what's got more monthly Googles? Guinness Beer or the Guinness Book of Records?
Guinness Book of Records.
Correct. It's got about 500,000 more. All right, what's got more Googles? Dubai or lay-by?
Dubai.
Correct. About 2 million more. All right, what's got more Googles? The Sims or The Simpsons?
The Simpsons.
You are smashing this.
I can't
Doing
even believe it.
very good, Nicole.
All
dancing.
right. Out of IKEA or Sweden, what's got more Googles?
IKEA.
I get you. Wow.
Killing it.
Have I made this too easy?
Isn't it wild that IKEA,
no.
the company from Sweden, is bigger than the country?
Yeah, and when people are
Yeah,
in Sweden,
for
they're
sure.
like, "Oh, your flag's like the IKEA colours, cool." And you guys, you have meatballs here too, nice.
All right. One more to go, Nicole. If you get this, you do win. What has more Googles? Crabs or health clinic?
Health clinic.
Bang.
Nailed it.
She's done it.
Incredible.
Huge.
Oh my goodness.
A good 10 million more. So amazing work, Nicole. Congratulations. Smashed it.
Nicole, that means you could be winning the Snapdragon laptop at the end of the show because you got your voice on air.
Yeah. And for winning, what do I get for winning the show?
Ooh, hungry for prizes, aren't you, Nicole?
Prize. More. I want. Well, you're lucky we have a big bloody prize cupboard here.
We got a real big prize cupboard. I'm going to let you pick. I got number 1, 2, and 3. Each correlate to a prize. Which one do you want, Nicole?
Number 3.
Congratulations. You got yourself a GYG $50 voucher for dinner tonight.
Woohoo! Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
guys.
Guzmani Gomez only serves 100% free-range chicken, but of course you would know that, Nicole. And their delicious Guerrero marinade caramelizes on the grill for the perfect char. Try it today.
Yeah, do yourself a favour and get some of that street corn down your pie hole as well. That is one of the...
Don't think they're doing street corn anymore.
You're kidding me.
Oh, I don't think it was limited.
I'm going to send a pointy email to GYG. You bring back the street corn, guys. Bring it back.
I think it was limited, wasn't it?
Well, that is so disappointing. I mean, there is so many great choices, of course, but the street corn, it just had my heart.
I think it's such a rogue thing for you to say, Ben.
No, you can still get it.
Thank God. There you go, Nicole. You're back on. Phew.
That bit was Baby Gronk approved.
13 24 10. How did your pet get you into trouble? because we were talking about funerals going wrong on the show yesterday, and Yvonne had this belter story about what her dog did.
I had my dog down the beach, and these people decided they wanted to spread the ashes down at the beach. And they had this beautiful big floral wreath that they then threw out onto the ocean over the ashes. And my dog just took off, bolted about a kilometre down the beach with this bloody wreath.
How did your pet get you into trouble? Maybe the dog humped something it really shouldn't have in front of someone that it really shouldn't have.
Yep.
Well, that's a first example.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah? Okay.
Because, yeah, if it's a soft toy or whatever, it's like, that's fine. But if it's like, like...
I think I know what you wanted to say.
If your boss came
"That's
over to
not
your
on."
house and then your dog started doing that to their leg.
Yep.
and that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking of something worse. And I just sort of
I'd
censored
actually-
myself.
What are you talking about?
Doesn't matter.
Something lower to the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where my head went. I was like, that would be the worst possible thing I could think.
Totally. 13 24 10 is our number. Did your pet get you in trouble?
Tony in Sydney, what's your pet? What did it do?
My pet's a ragdoll cat, and apparently he went. Actually went to my roommate's room and bit his MacBook, and it stopped working.
Oh, that's a powerful bite on that cat. It bit a MacBook so hard it stopped working?
Yeah, so apparently it bit the corner of the screen, and it just cracked the whole screen.
Yeah.
Well, I give you the hot tip. It certainly wouldn't happen with a Snapdragon laptop from Harvey Norman. Yes. Yeah. And you could be winning one.
It's crazy. Like, cost almost $1,000 to get it fixed, but yeah.
Hang on, are you making... that was almost too perfect. Are you just making this story up entirely?
No, it's not.
No, it's legit.
It genuinely happened. I even researched it after, and apparently cats do this. And it happened to a lot of MacBooks. Like, it's happened to a lot of people with MacBooks as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
Because they love sitting on the keyboard and stuff. But I guess if they get the corner with the tooth on the right bit, that's fair.
Yeah. Lauren in Sydney, how did your pet get you into trouble?
It was about running on for touch football, my son's game, and my dog got away from me and raced to the middle of the field and took the biggest dump, and then I couldn't catch it, and then the game couldn't go on, and everyone just yelling out, "Boo! Boo!"
And you know what? That is probably, and in all fairness, the most entertaining part of watching under eights touch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If a dog ran on and did a big poo, at least that's a little bit of a, fun for the day.
Anna in Melbourne, how'd your pet get you in trouble?
Hi. Our old dog used to have a bad habit of stealing packages from neighbours' doorsteps, and he came home with a packet one night, and it was half open, and I noticed it had all beauty products in it. So I decided to keep them, but then the neighbours came and knocked on the door the next day, and they had viewed it on camera.
Anna,
that'll
your
happen.
dog didn't get you in trouble. You got
took
yourself
that. It's
in
almost, it sort of seems like you've trained the dog to get the parcels. Because you can train dogs to do anything. They can sniff drugs, stuff.
Anna, did you train your dog to steal your neighbour's parcels?
No, I promise.
I don't know if I believe you, Anna. But
I reckon
hey,
you were putting peanut butter on all the parcels and just being like, oh, what the heck? How did this come back to the door?
I bet you can't keep a mewing streak for this whole podcast.
and the Australian, the paper, has released the salaries of the top 35 Australian TV personalities.
I love these lists.
Yeah.
They're so good. You're like,
can't-
oh, what are they on? What's happening?
You can't not read them. So this is the top 35. I'm going to skim it, though. I'm going to go straight to number 27, Lee Sales. He's on $440K a year.
That's big for the ABC. They sort of pay less than the commercial sort of thing, but she'd be one of the biggest, you'd think, at the ABC.
Totally. You can see on there, it's got like Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 10, ABC. She was the highest ABC.
Where are SBS? Are they below the ABC?
Not in the top 35.
They're not in the top 100.
I wonder how much Lee Lin Chin was getting back in the day. She was an icon.
Stalwart. of the business.
Stalwart.
Number 23, you got David Campbell on 540.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Did he used to listen to the pod?
Yeah, Dave Campbell, lovely guy. I actually do that show every now and then, Today Extra, and they don't pay me, obviously, because...
Still going to Dave.
Yeah, Dave's fair. He's good at what he does.
It's less than I thought it would be.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's more than I thought. This next one surprised me. Number 12, Waleed Ali, 700K.
700.
Yeah, see, that's more. That's more than I thought.
He's a big name.
No, I thought he would be in top 10, right? He's not even breaking the top 10.
True, actually.
He goes to my gym, actually. I can ask him. Do you reckon he'd be offended?
Yeah, I read the article.
Hey,
mate.
Waleed. Nice work, man. 700K. Nice.
But they've also, with that, they got to split it along the panel as well. So that's why I thought it might be less.
Yeah.
But he's definitely the big. I would say he's the biggest when you
He's
think
the
the project,
host.
he's been around the longest.
Well, it used to be Carrie, right? But then she's not on it anymore.
Yeah.
Number 7, Sonia Kruger. Getting into the big money now, 1.2 mil. For Krug.
She does everything.
When you're bringing in gold logies, though, you demand a little extra, you know?
Let's go to the top 5.
Oh, gosh.
This is the Australian TV personalities' earnings.
Huey's cooking adventures will be in here, I reckon.
Well, wait and see. Number 5, you got Nat Barr on 1.3.
Nat Barr, yeah, decent.
Number 4, you got Larry Emder.
Oh, yeah.
Larry's been around for a long time. And obviously that's a ridiculous amount of money, but he's put in a shift. Like he's done it all, right? Like he's done the morning shows, he's done the Wheel of Fortune type shows.
Number 3 surprised me. I thought number 3 was going to be on the top of the list. Hamish Blake.
Yeah, Lego Masters massive show, and when we talk gold logies, he's got a couple.
Yeah, I thought he'd be number 1.
Nah, he's getting 2 million, but he's not 1 or number 2. Number 2, beating Hamish Blake, Scotty Cam on 2.4.
Scotty just must be good at negotiating. I think he's
done 21 seasons of The Block.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of work in that too, I guess.
And also, like, he's like an alpha male, right? Like,
yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
negotiation.
Like, he comes in the stubbies and they're trying to, windle off a few grand, and he's gone, tools down.
Pens down, mate.
Pens down. We'll sign that, eh?
Coming in number 1. Any guesses?
Carl.
Correct.
Yeah.
Carlos. 2.8 million blows everyone else out the water. 2.8 million.
That's wild.
Because he left, and then I think they wanted him back because the ratings or whatever. So when you leave and you come back, then what are you coming back for? Like,
noticeable absentees from the top 35. Todd Woodbridge.
Yeah, he was on just earlier.
Yep.
And obviously, Tipping Point it was a fan favourite around here.
Costa from the ABC, the gardener.
Costa is getting stooged, I think. He's too nice. We worked at the ABC for a long time, and we did a few shoots with him, and he would go through the bins after for the compost. So they know that guy's happy to just be around some fresh soil and to just be near snails and that sort of thing. So they know that they can pay him less.
No Rove. And
No
Rove in there.
What is Rove?
Well, he owns like the project, right?
Oh,
Roving,
true.
yeah.
And surprisingly, no Bob Irwin.
I reckon Bob would be so up there. He would just have it disclosed.
Under the table.
Yeah.
Just getting paid. Yeah, he's getting paid mob style. I reckon. They're paying him under the table.
That and Bonds. Oh, he'd be rolling.
That Bonds. Oh, yeah. He's on that Bonds wicket.
And that's it.
Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.